Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to mount the laser head onto the tripod. So it's just a standard surveying tripod. And we're going to just screw the unit in and turn it on, and the unit is self-leveling. So it will determine how level it is relative to the bubble on the back and automatically compensate for any minor discrepancies to true level. We're going to start the notebook software, and the first thing we do is open up the control software that links the laptop to the head. Okay, since this is a remodel and the laser has a line of sight capability, what we're going to do is we're going to position markers to identify the actual cabinet location relative to our countertop here. So we're just going to place the markers at the correct position. In this case, because it's such a large overhang, we're using a tape measure. And we're going to go ahead and lay out these positions. And then along the other edge here, we've got an L bracket relative to standard overhangs. And we're going to place the L bracket underneath the countertop and slide the marker up to it. And what we're essentially doing is extending the edge of the cabinet such that this face is an extension of that cabinet, as well as the two accurately etched marks along the side. So now I can see that marker, or this edge, from 360 degrees regardless of where the laser is placed in the room. So to start the countertop process, the first thing we're going to do is measure the horizontal edge of the countertop. And this is going to be the front edge right along here. That will make that the horizontal axis of our drawing. So we'll just bring the beam down here. We've selected the X icon in our measuring process. We hit the space bar to take a point. Once it flashes, the point is taken. We move it to the right, take another point, and the X-axis has been defined. We're now ready to go into our measurement for the countertop. So we select our countertop icon, and we're going to move along on our first edge where this bar overhang is. And we're going to come over here under the marker, hit the space bar to take a point, come over here to the other marker, hit the space bar to take a point, and then go ahead and move along the edges. Again, we're taking 2 points per edge. Spacebar takes the point. Proceed along, hitting the spacebar at each location. Points are being drawn on the screen as we measure. So we'll continue to proceed. 2 points per edge. Come along the front face. Now we take points along these markers, and we'll use these silver lines as our indicator for the edge of the cabinet. Spacebar takes the point. Now we'll go up to the wall, and we're going to take points along the wall. I'll just work myself in between the items on the countertop. And then come over to the final edge over here. Spacebar. So now all my points are displayed on the screen, and I hit the enter button. And it draws my countertop. So it's added all the overhangs, all the radiuses. It's told me the square footage and linear footage of the top. It's added the backsplash. If anything needs to be changed, I can select either the edge or the label. Here I'll select the edge. This edge for the bar top has a standard 1.5 overhang. I'm going to make it 12. Hit the OK. Extends the top, extends the splash, recalculates all the square footage calculations, etc. And now I've got the basic information. Now we're going to go in and collect some additional information for the sink center line. And I can do that a couple ways. I might come into a point mode here and just measure a single point that defines the location of the sink center right here in between the two cabinets. Hit the space bar, it takes the point, and now I have that location on the screen. Or I might want more complete information. And so what we've done is we've put some tape down around the corners of the sink. We're going to go ahead and measure a rectangle that defines that sink opening. So I've gone into a rectangle mode, and I'm going to come up here to the corner, hit my space bar, come over to my other corner, hit my space bar, and it draws my rectangle as such. Since the system is a full 3D capable, we're going to go in and measure the backsplash underneath the cabinets here. And the first thing we need to do is to define an XY plane in the vertical space, since we're not measuring a horizontal surface. So we're going to our XYZ icon, and we're going to take 3 points, going from left to right and then up. So those 3 points now define the back wall as our plane. And now we're going to go into a closed polyline function, and we're going to gather points that define the corners of the splash. So again, we're using the space bar to take our points. We'll go up here. Come over to the other side. Come straight down. And again, hit the enter button when we're done, and it builds our backsplash. Now we may have, as in this case, some cutouts we want to put in. So we're going to go over here and go ahead and measure a couple of the outlets. And let it build those in our design as well. So 2 opposite corners gives us the outlet. When that's complete, again, we go to our save function and just call it what it is, backsplash. Enter, and we're done.